guys? Welcome back to the Heinz Crypto channel. Hope everybody's doing good today. Today I just want to go over just a few charts looking at hedron and hex and see what we could expect here in the near short term and long term. The markets are really indecisive right now and just real stagnant, but I think we could probably see a move very soon. Especially with the news about Pulse Chain V2.5 coming out. Hopefully within the next week. Should be days by now because he announced that almost a week ago. I just want to jump into the charts, show you guys what I'm looking at, and let's go from there. So starting out with the hedron chart, because I know that's everybody's talking point right now, and hedron has really caught in my eye, and I have built up a pretty good position in it. They're doing more and more research since it's been out. It's impressive with what they're doing and the things that they have planned for the future. So but let's look on down at the chart here, and you can see on the Fibonacci's that I drew here, the thing that I'm looking that could be possible for hedron right now is this ABC correction. But seeing here, it came right back down to the golden pocket, and also this trend line that I have drew in here and bounced perfectly off of it. And what you want to be careful here is that dead cat bounce, if you will, if you want to call it that, because there's always a relief rally after a correction. And but the good thing is, if this is an ABC correction, just be weary of where it could get rejected at, and I could see that at the 382 here at about 52,000. If we do get rejected here at the 52,000, then expect it to come back down, and if it breaks these, it could come back down and only test the 618 again, the golden pocket zone. But if it does break these zones right here, then definitely expect it to come down to complete a 786 correction, because most altcoins, after they have a run, the majority of them complete a 0.786 correction. But after that, when they do finally complete that, then they kind of find some price stability, and it's off from there. But just be careful with hedron. I wouldn't be aping into it at this moment just because it's pumping. Just be careful. Like I said, it might have a pretty good strong rejection here at about 52,000, so just be mindful of that. And if it does break this zone, then we could possibly see higher prices. But just keep in mind that as we have confirmed a higher low here, but what we want to do off this bounce is come up and confirm a higher high. We do not want to make a lower high, but we have made, you can see here, we have made a lower low, so that's definitely macro term bullish. But if we come up here and roll over, then we're just making a lower high, and then leads to more downward price action. So just be careful if you're hopping into hedron. Just be mindful of these zones, and build your position and hold on. Now let's jump on over to hex, because hex is having a pretty good day as well. So as you can see here, hex has been pumping pretty good today. It's up about 13% on the day, which is very nice considering of these little bleed outs that we've been seeing. If you've been watching me, I have been talking about this fallen wedge pattern, and it looks like this thing is gonna just drag on to the very end. And I do have a vertical line here that has the end of the falling wedge, and I named it the falling wedge break, because 70% of the time when things are in these kind of patterns, they do end up breaking one way or the other, because they just kind of coil up when they get near the end, and whether it be to the upside or to the downside, something is going to happen. So I would keep an eye on about March 30, 31st, and April 1st, April Fool's Day, so be careful there. But something's going to happen by then. If we don't break out or break down before then, it's really going to start coiling up here and make a big move by the end of March, early April, in my opinion. If this does break to the upside, take a measured move here. If this does break to the upside, we could see a target of around 25 to 26 cents, depending on where it breaks out of. And if it does happen to break down, see a target of around a little under 5 cents, but I don't think it's going to go any lower than probably 7.5 cents. So just be careful around this time frame if we do not see any kind of price movement until the end of this month, early next month, because like I said, it's just cooling up, and there's going to be a big move coming in here soon. With all the talk on Twitter, I've been hearing the whales chatter quite a bit, and the 10-cent range is a very tasty number to the whales out there. They do not want to see it go below 10 cents, in my opinion, from what I've heard. So just keeping it, like I said, and it's holding on to that 10-cent range very, very well. So it's being really defended by a lot of buyers when that thing goes near or tries to drop under 10 cent. So just keep your eye on that, and if it does drop below 10 cent, then, well, you know, like I said, we could probably see 7.5, anywhere from 7.5 to 5 cents. So if we zoom out here, I do have an ABC playing out on this, and if this was to come true and we can kind of form some kind of bottom at the end of this falling wedge and break to the upside, we could see a substantial move from Hex, because you can see it's at the end of an ABC correction pattern. So if we can kind of carve out a bottom here and break up out of this falling wedge, I think we're going to see some very quick price action. It's going to move very fast and very violent, but there's always the possibility of the ABC correction always dropping a little bit lower, which, like I said, could end up around 5-6 cents. I'm just trying, you know, give you the bullish sentiment and the bearish sentiment, because, you know, the markets are bearish right now, you know, with everything going on in the world. Everything's very, you know, unknown. There's a lot of unknowns in the space. You know, the markets are just confused, and the markets don't really know which way to go. So, but like I said, the whales are really defending 10 cents on Hex, and with Hedron, everything's looking good. You know, everything's having a little relief rally today. So, you know, always good to see green candles. That's about all I got for the chart wise. I do want to jump over here to the sacrifice phases and just give a little update. The liquid loan sacrifice, you know, you only have 4 days left. They've raised about $45 million, and, you know, stuff's starting to get exciting, guys. You know, Richard's going to be coming out any day now announcing the version 2.5 testnet for Pulse Chain. And when that goes live, like I said when we were talking about Hex, I think Hex is there's going to be some very volatile movement when that news comes out. I don't know when it's going to be, but just keep your eyes on the Hex price when he makes that announcement. Because once everybody jumps in there and starts playing around with Pulse X and Pulse Chain again, it's going to hit them again, and they're going to realize, hey, you know, this thing's coming and it's close. So we got to start building our positions in Hex and get as much as we can, because everything's going to double with Pulse Chain launches. Guys, that's all I got for this video. I appreciate y'all stopping by and watching. Leave some comments down below if you have any questions. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.